Hello, and welcome to another episode of Broadcast Gaming Talk. I'm sure that many of you already know about this game, but I just found out about it, and I want to talk about this. So, I found out that there's going to be an action RPG game based on the Magic the Gathering universe, and it's going to be called Magic Legends. Now, while I was doing some digging for information on this game, I found a video that pointed out something quite critical about it. On the Cryptic Studios website for the game, they call it an online action RPG. The person in the video used the Wayback Machine to find that around December of 2019, the website had originally called this game an MMORPG. I don't know why they made this change other than the obvious it's not going to be an MMORPG. I have a feeling it's not because when you go to the Play Magic Legends website, you can go all the way down to the bottom. It says that you can traverse the plains alone or with two other people. So I have a feeling it's going to just be an online action RPG similar to the Diablo games. Currently, they have 2 areas out of 5 areas in the game on this website, which are Shiv and Benelia, both of which are on the plane of Dominaria. It'll be interesting to see what the other 3 areas are going to be and which planes they will be a part of. There are only 2 Planeswalker classes at the moment, which is the Mind Mage and the Geomancer. This is another area where people kind of had an issue with the game. Magic the Gathering has a lot of Planeswalkers that all have names and backstories, and it seems to me that this is what people were expecting to get in this game. It's like people wanted Cryptic Studios to use the already existing Planeswalkers in the game, but they're not. What I think is that the game is supposed to be an RPG game, and the already existing Planeswalkers would already have like set spells that they use and know what they are good at and what they are not good at. So it would defeat the purpose of the game being an RPG game. I understand that the Mind Mage basically looks like Jace and that the Geomancer kind of looks like Chandra, but I don't have an issue with Cryptic Studios using kind of blank slate planeswalkers. They're going to be the playable classes for the player, so they shouldn't be an already existing character because this is the person that the player is going to experience the game through, and that the player will want to put their likeness into the character. Plus, I have to imagine that when the player picks a class, they will have the opportunity to name their character, so why use a planeswalker that already has a name? I think it'll be interesting to see what the other 3 classes will be, though I'm positive the one with the skull icon will have something to do with raising the undead, but I'm just throwing that out as a guess. One video I watched when they were talking about the Mind Mage, they mentioned that they look like Jace and said that Jace is supposed to be the Mind Mage and not just a Mind Mage. And I get what they're saying, but I fail to understand why it matters. Why does Jace have to be the only Mind Mage? To add, no one even knows if the game is going to be canon to the universe of Magic the Gathering. Yeah, it would be better if you could somehow design your own Planeswalker, but I really don't have a problem with the generic design for what will end up being the player's playable character. Since I mentioned Diablo, people have went out and called this game a Diablo clone, and you know what? I don't have an issue with that. I love playing Diablo 3, so I welcome more games like it. I'm not that sorry if you're someone that wanted them to do something new, because Diablo 3 is a great game, and I don't mind if they want to use that similar gameplay style. Perhaps it's the idea that the world of Magic the Gathering, being Planeswalker fighting hordes of enemies, doesn't seem very fitting, but like, From all the story-related things in Magic the Gathering that I've seen, I've not gotten really a good sense of what's going on throughout the various planes. Why can't they be fighting loads of enemies? I always felt that Magic the Gathering was more of, yes, we have a universe, but it's open to imagination. Plus, again, we don't know if the game's going to be considered canon. I'm really doubting that it will be. If it is going to be a clone of the Diablo games, then that means the game will have tons of loot, which means lots of armor and clothing sets to dress one's character in. So, you're not going to have to worry about what your base character looks like if that's how it's going to be. I don't know if it is. There's really just a lot of unknowns when it comes to Magic Legends. Too much to make the judgment now that it's going to be some horrible game because the characters are generic and the gameplay looks similar to other games. Quit whining about it. That's all I have to say. If you want to add to the conversation, leave a comment below. As always, thanks for listening and goodbye.